Hi. Um, so right after I made my update yesterday, I heard from him that he got that new studio. Um, so that's good. I got really kind of emotional last night, like it feeling very real now, and like he is actually leaving and everything is changing and all that. So today I did finally update my direct deposit for my new bank account. Um, his mom is coming over on Saturday. She just wants to make sure he has everything he needs. Um, then I told him, because like we had made a deal, like, okay, you're gonna have this much to like be able to move with, and it's gonna be less than that now. So I said, why don't we take that leftover chunk and put it towards the cat's vet bill? And he's like, well, I might still need to buy stuff. I'm like, well, if you're going to go buy that, there's $200 worth of stuff I bought for you in the garage. And he said, and let mommy buy it for you. He's like, yeah, I'm going to. I'm like, let her fill your pantry. Let her buy you a dresser. My mom has spent thousands to help us out. Your mom can spend a couple $100 on you. And like, I'm definitely getting a little snippy. Because then he also made a comment earlier on, we have a big freezer from my mom and grandma. They're the ones that bought it. We kept it on our side because they used to live right next door, and they kept it on our side because they didn't have room on their side, so we split it. And he's like, well, I want to take half the food out of that. I'm like, what? He's like, well, I paid for half of everything, didn't I? I'm like, and he's like, does that bug you? I'm like, this is the first time you've mentioned anything like that. And like, that's not normally how this stuff goes, and you won't even have room for that. Like, he can take his gross deer meat that I don't even like, and that's going to probably fill up whatever freezer he has. Like, no, I'm like, and he's talking about all this money. I'm like, and I spent so much time working for your business for free, not getting paid. I spent time taking care of everything, but that's just all discredited. It just bugs me so much, this power play he's trying to do. But I did reach out to the county clerk finally. I tried calling them and they were busy, and the voicemail said, call back in 5 minutes or email us. So I'm like, okay, I'll email you. So I emailed them and I'm like, oh, no one's giving me information. I don't know the process or, the time or anything. And they're like, see attached. What? That's literally like all they said. And they attached to the documents that looked like they had been signed. I'm like, wait, does this mean it's finalized? So I emailed him back like, I'm sorry, does this mean it's finalized? And I haven't heard back yet, but I'm like, is the divorce finalized? What? Before the waiting period? Like, really? So that is also why I was a little snippy, because I'm like, this is finalized. I don't have to be so nice anymore. And I even told him, like, ex-wife, tell your mommy that your ex-wife is no longer taking care of you and it's her turn. And he's like, hey, now. I'm like, I have done more for you than any ex-wife in this situation ever would. Oh, just so irritated. And I know I'm very up and down this past week or two, just very between like being really sad and wanting to cry and then just like hating him, being so frustrated. Lucy! She's still in her cone. And just like being just so angry and frustrated and like I'm like, well, your mom doesn't have to be here, right? She's like, well, she's gonna come over and she wants to go through my stuff. I'm like, well, your stuff's in the garage. I'm like, she doesn't need to be in the house. Like, I do not want her in my house. And my niece is like, well, okay, she can't be there unless one of us is there. I'm like, yeah, I don't want her in my house. I don't want her touching my stuff. I don't want to see her. I shouldn't have to see her or talk to her. Like, it's all over. And I don't have to like her or anything. Like, oh, it's so, like, this is not your house anymore. You have signed a lease for a new place. Go live there. We are done. Like, was just so frustrated. You know, these little things that he'll say, these little power play moves, and I'm just so, it just makes me so mad so fast. And I told him, like, I played nice. We're nearing the end of that time. He's like, oh. And he wants to say something smart back to me. And I'm like, whatever you're about to say, don't. Like, just go to work. Get out of here. He's like, okay. Well, I had a good job, but nope. You're going to come back to the rest of your stuff out in the lawn. And like, especially if that's what that meant, if that paperwork was finalized and I'm done. I forwarded it to my brother. I'm like, does this mean what I think it means? Is this finalized? Because I didn't even realize when I went back to check some of it. One of the things we signed was like a decree to waive the hearing or something. So I'm like, so I don't even have to show up to sign anything. Because I wasn't even going to tell him when that day was. I was just going to go do it. So if that's finalized, like, I can go sell my ring. Like, it's gonna be a whirlwind of emotions, and I can feel it. Like, I'm still angry, but also I want to cry. Yeah, it's messy. And like, we did play nice. He did set up like his gas and electric this afternoon. I guess he's keeping the joint account because I already created a new account. So I'm like, okay, well, we have to take my name off of that then. And I told him I'm taking a good chunk of that money. He's like, yeah, I know. I'm like, okay, good. It's a lot less than I want it to be right now, but that's all the different appointments this week. My goodness. So then I was supposed to go out shopping and stuff with my niece, but she's like, oh, that's okay. I'll take my boyfriend instead. I don't want to buy a bunch of stuff because I'm like, I can go with you, but I can't really buy anything now. Like, this is going to be my new normal. And I was telling him, like, I'm going to barely be able to survive. He's like, yeah, I know, me too. I'm like, if you're still doing your business, you will be fine. Just in that alone, you make more than I do in a year in my job. Like, I don't want to hear any pity party stories from you anymore. And we just got the new premiums for the dog insurance, and that went up. So now what he's giving me a month doesn't even cover enough. It's going to be hard. I just got to buckle down. You know, really look at some stuff. You know, maybe reduce therapy to just a couple times a month. I guess maybe cancel Netflix. I mean, those are like my only other. Oh, and I get a hair color kit every like couple of months. So, I don't know. I am getting set up on budget billing for my electric bill, so instead of it going up and down, it'll be the same every month. So the only one that'll like adjust it all is the water bill. And that should be less, especially now that we're out of summer, my sprinklers are off. And when he leaves, because he takes the longest showers in the world. So, yeah, it's just a real mix of emotions. It's probably going to be that way for a couple of weeks. Yeah, between anger and frustration and sadness and just everything, you know. Partly excited for the new things, the new life, and this is the first time I've like cried in a while, so yeah. All part of divorce, right? Ugh. So I have to do the billing for the business tomorrow because it was supposed to be today, but of course the paperwork's not done. So you know what? Maybe I'll take a little bit as payment for my services. Yeah. I did ask the vet tech how Lucy's leg was looking today, and she was a different one. She said she didn't know how it looked before, but she thought it looked good. So, yeah. Then this couple brought in their 2 dogs, and one of them was a mastiff. So huge, and he did not want to be there. And they didn't even have like their own leashes. They had to use the leashes from the vet. I'm like, he needs like a harness or something, because he was pulling him to the door and like started growling at his owner. He was huge. He was like, they got him on the scale and he was like 150 pounds. I'm like, that's 2 of Lucy. Or 2 and some change of Ethel. Jeez. And he couldn't, if something were to happen with that dog, he couldn't control him. But it was cool to see. That's all I have for today. Just, yeah, feel really drained. Looking forward to my therapy tomorrow because I feel like there's lots to discuss this week. Yeah. But we're in like the final push, right? So I imagine the next couple weeks will be the hardest since the first couple of weeks. But boy, how almost 17 years just gone like that. And you know, I'm hitting that stage where I just like feel like I'm a burden to everyone. Like, oh, she's calling again, or she's texting again. What's she want now? And just, yeah, just hitting a low point again, I think. So I hope you're all doing a little better than me. Thanks for being here. Thanks for any support. I keep meaning to check my email. I don't get any notifications from it, so then I never think about it. But that's all I have for today. I'll give you an update tomorrow about how therapy goes. If I'm able to. I have to do the billing too, but I should be able to. Yeah, that's all I got for now. Okay. Love you. Bye.